the loading platform, but it's not doing me much good if I'm down here. Note to self. Rescue Richard first.
Okay.
Damn, these Nazis sure do know how to organize and carry out an expedition. This lift was installed recently. It leads up to the monastery. A loading platform.
Can't go on it though. Engine.
The diesel engine that runs the lift. Even if I could reach it, I wouldn't want to switch it on. We don't need any attention from the guys guarding the monastery. They must use this pulley system to transport equipment up to the monastery. That container's been loaded with gear, but I guess someone bunked off before sending it up. Might be something useful up there.
Yeah, but how do we get it down?
Vehicle tracks. They must transport equipment here for lifting up to the monastery.
What's this over here? Is it just lift? Oh, an oil puddle.
A puddle of oil from the hydraulics.
I don't have anything. Can I do anything with a pocket knife? No.
Hey, Kim.
Yes?
Please don't get in a mood. I do appreciate what you've done. I'm just worried about you.
I'm not a little kid anymore. I don't need a babysitter. Besides, I'm not in a mood. No, I'll stay right here like a good little girl and wait for your instructions. Just like you told me to.
Right. Then listen. I could use your help.
Well, well. How about that? Really?
Really? And you can start by stopping the Madam Act. We're supposed to be saving Richard.
Okay, okay. What do you need?
You see that container up there? If something's out of reach, it's worth having.
Need a leg up?
Tempting, but no. If you stand on that platform, I can lift you up there.
Yes, sir.
Okay then.
Okay, I have to pull the lever.
Here we go.
They didn't go that far though. Alright, okay.
Okay, that's enough. Hey, you were right. This stuff will come in handy. It's some wood and a packet of white stuff. Sheesh.
Hey, I saved our lives with a bag of flour and a pumpkin not long ago, so don't be too hasty.
Oh, you're welcome then. I'll just go stand back over there so I don't bother the master at work.
And then we and you got in the basket and ride the line there. Yeah, what's this one? We've got bacon powder, okay.
According to the label, this is NaHCO3, which I think is a fancy way of saying baking powder. It dissolves in water to make a cleaning product. Maybe the Germans use it to clean their equipment.
Okay, we've got two wooden planks.
2 meters long.
Can I do anything with the planks? No. Can I do anything with the bacon powder? No. Okay, let's head up to the
Okay,
monastery.
I guess the monastery's this way.
Fine deduction, Sherlock. Look, there's the secret side entrance to the courtyard.
Well, given the liberal scattering of grenades all over the place, I'd say it wasn't so secret anymore.
So what do we do now? Can you disarm them or something?
Shh! Be quiet.
And
There's our dragon.
anything to report today? Any special instructions?
No, nothing unusual. The chamber is still sealed. We'll probably have to blast tomorrow.
Finally. It's not like the Countess to hesitate this long.
Be careful what you say. This job's going to require great care. If we overlook even the smallest detail, the mission might fail.
This should worry me? I'll be happy when the whole thing's over and we can go back home. I hate the winter. I hate the mountains, I hate night watch, and more than ever I'm beginning to hate you.
Well, if you hadn't failed your aptitude test, maybe you wouldn't have been assigned night watch.
You'd better watch yourself, Hagen.
Oh, I will. I'll watch myself all the way back to camp, where I will watch myself drink schnapps all evening, and then watch myself crawl into a warm, cozy bed.
Oh, good. You enjoy yourself. Try not to get caught in any avalanches on the way down.
Just remember to feed the dog. He hasn't eaten all day.
Yeah, I know how to do my job.
Good. Only a couple of guys on night watch.
So, how do we get in?
Don't worry. I'll think of something.
No doubt.
Train the bird up to go and fly over here. Pick all the grenades off.
Luckily, whatever monster of a bird built this is nowhere to be seen. From the speckling on the eggshell, I'd say it was a Himalayan griffin vulture. Probably.
Let's see if there's anything in there. We got an egg shell. Can we put the baking powder in there? No. Can we put the glue in the eggshell? No. Okay.
A figure of a dragon carved into the wall. The main gate. 2 guards on duty. These wires are connected to the detonators on the grenades. Interesting.
What's interesting?
What? Oh, these grenades here. I just realized they're gas grenades.
And is that good?
Since when is poison gas a good thing?
I mean, can you defuse them more easily than other grenades?
No, I can't. And besides, I don't have the tools I'd need.
What's so interesting about them then?
Well, actually, nothing when I think about it. Except that it's very clever. I mean, if they go off, they won't destroy the bridge, and they won't risk setting off an avalanche with a big explosion. So really, it's a very sensible and intelligent defense strategy. Clever Nazis.
And this is supposed to help us somehow?
Well, no, but...
Then why are we having this ridiculous conversation? Think of something.
Yes, Mom.
Can we take one?
God forbid.
Can put the eggshell over the top. No. I've got a drain.
I can't go 10 yards around here without almost falling into a crevice. Crevasse. I meant crevasse. It's less than 4 meters to the other side. But it's the distance to the bottom that's really worrying me. No daredevil stands for me today. Well, maybe just a few later on.
I'm gonna put the baking powder over the drain. Got the canyon. But we can go that way, can we? Let's probably just back to the crossroads. Tripwires, we've got a gap.
Looks like a crack in the rock.
We can't get there.
Not
is there?
until I get across the canyon.
Dragon's claw.
The dragon's foot extends from the rock face a little. I can't reach it from here.
Can we not just throw something in? Can we not use the planks to get across this way instead?
Planks only reach about halfway across.
You could glue them together or nail them together. Got a hole in the planks, put some glue in. Use the tent peg.
I can't go 10 yards around. It's less than 4 meters. No dead.
Okay, that just takes us back down there.
I hope letting her stay wasn't a mistake. Oh well, too late now. Besides, she... If I happen to feel a strong urge to die sometime today, I might consider that course of action. But until then, I'm not touching those wires.
Hmm.
Better not. I can say from experience that tent pegs are not suited for diffusing grenades.
How do we get over? What about these? Can we do anything with these? No. Was there not oil puddle?
A puddle of oil from the hydraulics.
Can we use the eggshell as a container?
I'll try to collect some oil in the eggshell.
Okay, so we've got some oil. Can we mix the baking powder in? No. Can we use that oil for anything up here? That doesn't work on anything up here. That didn't help any of them. At the moment. Hmm. Can we... I tried putting that across to there, didn't I? It was too far. Can we put it onto the drain? Yeah, okay. And then across to the
The
claw.
plank should just about reach the drain from here.
Yeah, right. Okay. Put that one over to the claw.
Perfect. Let's get over there.
Right, now we can go over here. We've got the gap. I don't know what we want to
The
do.
opening's too narrow to get a hold. But if I give the stone a knock... Yep. It's certainly hollow back there.
Okay, can I prise that open with a pocket knife? No.
Let's lever open this rock and take a look inside. Wow.
Okay, what's that?
What do we have here? It's a wooden wheel mounted on an axle deep in the rock. There's a slot in the front here.
2 minutes until adverts. Do we have? Can we put something in there?
Maybe one of the signs would fit in the wheel slot. Great. That makes for a good handle.
Okay, can I pull
The
that?
sign makes a decent makeshift handle.
Aha.
I've got it turned a little,
No.
but I can't get the handle any further round.
Okay. Anything else here?
This must be the side entrance to the courtyard that Thomas mentioned. It's only part way open. It might close behind us.
We've got a prayer wheel.
It's a metallic prayer wheel engraved with odd markings.
Can I take it?
It won't spin anymore. Maybe it's jammed or frozen, but that's odd. The metal feels strange somehow. It's warm to the touch.
Can I take it?
It won't spin anymore.
Okay.
That's odd.
Can I prise it off of there? I'll use the tent peg again.
Does this count as desecration of religious artifacts? Come to think of it, I did fall down a crevasse immediately after sealing those incense sticks. Whoa, there's a strong magnetic pull on this prayer wheel. Only, I'm pretty sure this tent peg is aluminium. So that doesn't make sense. Done. I've got it.
Can we look at it?
That's strange. The surface of the prayer wheel is lukewarm despite the cold. And it's no ordinary magnet. It attracts all kinds of metals.
That might be coming handy. Right, we need to turn this more. Can I just put more signs in to turn it, or?
Okay. I'll stick a wooden sign in this slot too.
Not far enough for you. Yeah, well, we could crawl in, couldn't we? To be fair.
And another handle is set.
Where's the door going?
Well, that's the last sign. Perfect. It's come all the way around.
Is she not going to come over with us? No. We've got a guard dog.
Shh! Quiet.
Oh, you think?
I mean, even quieter than before. There's a guard dog down there. It's probably more intelligent than the Germans we've come up against.
Relax. You're the one nattering away.
Well, we're definitely in the right place. This must be the courtyard Thomas talked about. According to him, the entrance to the secret chamber should be in the western wall.
So what now?
Same as before. You stay put, and I'll come up with something.
I'm giddy with anticipation.
Okay, we've got some crates, so we can't do anything. We've got a snow slab to drop down on top of the dog, maybe.
A small snowdrift. Can't reach it. Not the first time I've been confronted by this problem.
Can we not poke it with that?
It won't be enough to knock the snow down.
Can we not throw the baking powder at it? No, okay. We've got a pulley.
It's a pulley.
Can we pull it up?
Damn it. The noise from this rusty old winch is alerting the dog.
Oil.
Let's get this old thing oiled up. No, not you, Kim. Let's give it a crack.
Okay.
No idea what this is. there's a cable leading to those lamps. But this thing is definitely too small to be a generator. An aluminium knapsack. Used to use these things in the army.
Okay, right, we can use the...
There's a tin down there.
We can put that on.
Okay, I'll hang the prayer wheel on the pulley hook. Let's see what we can catch. Meat in a tin.
Ah,
The classy option.
right, so can we open the
The
tin?
most I can do is bore lots of little holes into the tin.
That's okay.
Ugh. This meat is disgusting. Best before 2010? It's too small and light to bring down the snow. But I just brought it up here.
Yeah, but we wanted...
The most I can do is bore lots. Dogs aren't great tin openers. We're about 3 meters up. A makeshift table. Doesn't look very stable. It doesn't look terribly stable.
Can I not,
But I might actually be able to land on the ground without breaking every bone in my body. There's just one small problem. And it's called a Doberman.
can I not just drop that down? No.
This is how they used to open things in the past. You'd think they'd invent the tin opener at the same time as the tin.
Okay, we've got the meat.
I'm sure he'd love it. But how does that help me? Should be a nice, quiet landing. Great.
Right, now we can put this down again.
Magnetic prayer wheel fishing. I love rescue missions.
Hey, no that's. How's the point and clicker going? It's going okay. We're getting there. How's your Trials of Cold Steel 3?
Serious comedic,
You're getting quite far through it now.
There's something interesting about this prayer
pure
wheel.
talent, so I'm gonna.
I'll hold on to it.
Sorry, Dylan. I should
Let's
have
see
a,
what's in this
thing on.
knapsack. A gas
Because,
mask, a canteen,
If I have
a
sound on my
compass,
PC,
and a
it's gonna
torch.
duplicate the sound from my stream. So
Smells
you
like
can't hear
fruity
it,
tea.
and I am very sorry about that.
These Germans know how
Now
to
you
ruin
just
a
wasted
gentleman's drink.
How's your
Let's
day
have a
been?
sip.
Right, we can put the baking powder into the
That was a mistake. It's sour.
tea, can't we?
Always experiment in hopeless situations. The baking powder's bubbling and fizzing. It does say on the packet, avoid contact with acids. I suppose sour fruit tea does constitute an acid. That's what happens when you don't read the instructions.
Going well. You did a morning stream. Made some progress. Still in chapter 2, but I think there's only 4 chapters and an epilogue. Yeah, the chapters are very long though, aren't they? Yeah. Oh well, it's glad you're enjoying it though. We have a torch, we have a gas mask, we have a foaming canteen and a canteen lid.
I can't screw it on too tight. The gas might make it explode. Which I assume would be bad if I'm still holding onto it.
Can I throw that over to there?
The lid sealed tight. The canteen should blow in a few seconds. Should be enough to bring down that snowdrift, but there's not much point while the dog's out of his kennel.
Yeah, there's a lot of exposition, but you really like where it's going, and the new characters are great. I'm looking forward to playing all my way through them. How do we get the dog? Yeah, shine the light over it.
The battery's weak, and the broken lens doesn't help.
Oh, right.
But it is getting the dog's attention, if only briefly.
How do I make it brighter?
The seals and the filter appear to be in good shape. Aluminium knapsack.
Can I hook that back onto the pulley? No. Can I put that back onto the pulley?
Nothing much else down there.
No.
A makeshift table. Doesn't look very stable.
Can I drop something onto there? Oh, I can glue.
I'll spread some glue on the broken pieces of glass from the torch. The battery's weak, and the but it is getting the dog. There's a fold-out magnifying glass on the lid of the compass.
Right. Can I put that onto there?
There we go. The torchlight is now focused through the magnifying glass. All right, let's get this bugger back in his house. Good boy. Now, stay. With the lid sealed tight, the canteen should blow in a few seconds. Should be
No, we're gonna
snowdrift
engulf it in
right
snow.
off the mud. Here goes.
There we go. Dog can't come and get us now.
Cat in Hong Kong seems a long time ago now, but nonetheless, this makes the score Fenton 2, Animal World 0.
You're more intelligent than a dog. I can't think of any possible way to express my admiration more clearly.
Just hang on my every word.
Okay, we're gonna climb down. We could have swung down on the pulley. Right, what do we have? Let's have a look in the strange chest.
Real adventurers love a challenge. You have the chance to try the more difficult version of this riddle. Can you handle it?
Yes, we can handle it.
This box is a giant battery. Impressive equipment, but what the hell is this? I thought Germans were supposed to be efficient. If I can get these connected properly, we should be able to shed some light on the situation.
Do, 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 do. Where does that go after there? There.
Okay, which socket?
That one. Do, do, do. We wouldn't be hiring this guy as our network engineer, would we? You skipped it, okay. I'm sure I've been round here a couple of times now. There's no way it's this long. I've been up that way before. Yeah, I've been up there before. Let's do with the last one. Wait. What do I do? Do I press a button?
And then there was light.
I'll give this to you. You do get there, eventually, despite all sensible evidence to the contrary.
I'm ignoring that. Now, this secret door must be around here somewhere.
Right, we need to press something on the western wall.
According to Thomas, the entrance to the secret chamber should be somewhere in this wall. Nothing out of the ordinary. I suppose that's why it's a secret door. Just these small round ornaments in the wall. It's a round metal plate embedded in the wall. It won't budge.
It won't budge.
It won't budge. It won't budge. Strange. It looks metal, but the prayer wheel's having no effect on this one.
Okay.
No reaction.
I can't do it on that one. Oh, that's the wrong thing. What's this? They were both round cylinder things. Aha!
Aha. The magnetic force has swung open the metal plate.
A mosaic.
A mosaic of two dragons.
Ah, okay. Right. We have a clue about this.
Real adventurers love a challenge. You have the chance to try the more difficult version of this riddle. Can you handle it?
This mosaic shows two winding dragons. Thomas mentioned a text that described just that. The door is guarded by two dragons. Yao the Strong and Zhao the Wise. Zhao the Mother is twice as old as her son, Yao. Well, brains and brawn. I'm the full package. Better get cracking on this.
So what can we do with these? Oh wait, you can turn them, right. Twice the age. Really mean anything. That looks promising. There's nothing up there. Pretty sure that's correct. Right, there's something wrong there.
Got it. The body of the mother dragon covers twice as many tiles as her son's, twice as old. So that's what it meant. Ta-da!
You're beginning to scare me.
Come on, let's go. My nose is telling me this monk's been dead for some time. Richard? Richard, are you here?
Where are you going?
Wait here and don't touch anything.
What's that?
A belt pack.
Richard's?
Must be.
So where is he?
I'll have a look around. Maybe there's another exit.
Symbols.
I don't understand any of this. He's been dead for days. It's a huge carving of a dragon. A stone column. No idea what it's for, but I can't move it.
Can we put that on there? No.
The British Army belt pack. The pouches are empty, but it's got to be Richard's. I don't understand any of this.
Can we do that with anything? No. Can I use the torch on anything?
He's been dead for days. Kim, do you see these symbols everywhere?
They're hard to miss, aren't they? Do you know what they mean?
No.
Not my area, but I've seen them before. In your uncle's notes.
Where?
In the section where your uncle wrote about Professor Hayes and the dead monk in the cave. But his notes were in that weird script of yours.
Ah, right. It says, with Hayes's help, my uncle managed to translate the characters they found on the burned map.
And? Can you translate what's written here on the walls?
I don't know. Hayes thought these weren't really hieroglyphics in the truest sense of the word, meaning he didn't think the pictures actually represented words.
So what are they then?
He believed they may have been the first real writing system, a proto-script.
Good morning, Vero.
Okay.
All
Is
right.
that good?
How are you
That's
today?
good, right? You can translate it.
Can't really say until I've taken a good look at it. If I'm going too slow, feel free to take over.
Sorry, I
Shoulder
just don't
pain?
have much
What you
time
been
now
up to?
before the guards notice the open door.
Okay. So according to Hayes, the characters don't represent individual words. They represent complete sentences.
Really?
Yes, the characters aren't arranged in horizontal or vertical lines. They're organized in squares.
How practical.
I think the characters over the door read, behind the gate in this room, the sleeping dragon is hidden.
So there is another exit. Where?
Maybe there's something about it here. There are 2 keys that can open the gate and unleash the dragon. One is protected by the guardians of the gate. Hidden in a far distant place, the other key is waiting for those who, in the coming age, will have the power to confront the monster. Looking through the eye of the dragon reveals the hiding place on the Keeper's map.
Okay. So we've got the Eye of the Dragon.
All must beware of the dragon. Its power is tempting, but death and decay await those who cannot tame it.
That's it?
I'm afraid so.
Great.
Doesn't make sense to you?
Well, I suppose aside from all the dragon stuff, we do at least know there was a key here somewhere. Richard probably used it to escape. And there's a second key. Somewhere. So, to sum up, Richard disappeared through a door that we can't unlock using a key we don't have to a place we know nothing about.
Wait a moment.
What?
The way to find the second key's hiding place is written right here. The location is recorded on a map. We'll be able to see it when we look through the eye of the dragon.
Great. Unfortunately, I don't have any dragons on me right now.
There's a dragon on the wall.
Think about it. When Hayes and my uncle found the monk, they said he had the remains of a map, along with...
A gemstone resembling the eye of a dragon.
Great to see you're keeping up.
Do you know what happened to the stone and the map?
If we believe the notes, then Hayes took the eye.
Then Hayes might still have both.
It's possible. Wherever this gate leads, Richard must be on the other side.
He left all his
We need to
dragons at
find
home, yeah.
Hayes.
It's worth a shot.
They kept burning the hole in his
Do you
pocket.
know where he is?
In Marrakesh. I'm sure that now that his meaningless career has finally failed, that pathetic excuse for a scientist is still hanging around there, selling cheap junk to tourists. But your conversation just now renders him essential to the cause. The Eye of the Kanjur. According to legend, the Green Dragon Eye will show us how to open the gates to Shambhala. We have been looking for it for days now. Your help has been invaluable. It seems the eye was removed from here years ago. It has been in Professor Hayes' possession ever since. We shall convince him to cooperate with us, and he will open the gate to Shambhala.
Stay close to me, Kim.
I really must thank you. You've delivered both the cartographer's notes and the perfect translator for the job. You have my gratitude, Mr. Haslop. Oh, do forgive me. I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Hannah, Countess von Hagenhild, leader of this expedition.
Well, it's been lovely to meet you, Countess. So, unless you need us for anything else, we'll just let ourselves out.
I'm
Never the
afraid I'm
optimist.
unable to allow that. You must understand the importance of this location.
Sure. So important you had to murder a load of innocent people to secure it.
I wouldn't expect you to understand. Unfortunately, you won't live long enough to see the wonders of Shambhala with your own eyes, nor the power that these wonders will give us. I'm certainly not going to make the same mistake as our somewhat amateur friends in Hong Kong. I won't keep you alive any longer than is absolutely necessary. Which is around about the next 30 seconds. Take him outside and execute him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm sure there's been some misunderstanding here. Maybe we can help each other.
I'm not trying to make friends. I plan to annihilate my enemies. But take heart. My decision affects you alone. The little girl stays alive. For now. She will be very useful in helping us to translate the cartographer's notes.
How are we going to get rid of this one?
Grasser, take the girl down to the camp and see to it that she is made comfortable. Then send a telegram to Berlin informing the minister that we are leaving for Morocco to take possession of item 28. And tell the museum that we need to examine the original Piri Reis map. They shall make the necessary preparations.
Jawohl, Countess.
And you two, why are you still standing here? I want this man coloring the snow red.
Stop! That's far enough.
Sometimes you've got to embrace death before escaping him. Here goes nothing.
Halt!
They never noticed I'm putting the gas mask on.
After you, young lady.
Get your hands off me.
Let's go. Back to the camp.
Is he gonna he's gonna jump.
Discipline, boy.
Oh. Avalanche.
Keep driving.
Kim! No!
He's up ahead! Fire!
Are we just leaving her?
Your whiskey, sir.
Thank you.
Excuse me for asking, sir, but are you okay?
What? Why do you ask? I have a glass of whiskey, a beautiful view of the clouds. What could be wrong?
Okay, just let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Thanks. But the only thing that can help me now is time and another whiskey.
For sure we're heading to Morocco, weren't we? Chapter 3, Race Against Time. Bound to need that snake.
Hello? Shop?
Bonjour, monsieur.
Professor Hayes, I presume.
No, sorry, monsieur. My name is Philippe Lacoste.
Oh, I thought... Well, I was told that this was Professor Hayes' shop.
That is, in fact, true, monsieur.
Goodbye.
Unfortunately, Monsieur Hayes has neglected to punctually pay his taxes to the local administration on numerous occasions, which is why he is now in prison while I inspect and catalogue his possessions for the French courts. If you're here to assert claims against Monsieur Hayes, I'll have to ask you to wait until I have a complete overview of his possessions.
He does have something I need. Can you tell me where I might find him?
In the gendarmerie not far from the Medina. If you exit the bazaar through the northern gate, you cannot miss it.
Thank you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
It would have been too easy anyway. And in any case, the avalanche has probably cost the Countess half a day at least. Professor Hayes and the Eye of the Dragon are as good as mine.
Okay, what do we have? We have to the bazaar, we have a snake charmer.
A skinny old man. He's sitting in front of a basket. I should probably visit Hayes in the gendarmerie first. This guy doesn't look like he's going anywhere. He's probably the owner of the jewelry shop. I've got to stop putting minor frivolities ahead of life and death rescue missions. I need to go to the gendarmerie and talk to Hayes.
I guess we'll be back here.
Make jewelry, buy jewelry, clean, repair, grind gemstones.
Did you?
You buy here now. Jamil has best prices far and wide, just no understanding of good grammar.
Let's just head out this way. Right, where's the gendarmerie gonna be? A thimble vigor. Or cloth to the desert. Greengrocer. North exit. Dyer.
That's the gendarmerie.
We have a well.
I don't think this well sees much use. A rusty well crank. The well's all dried up. But I might find a use or 5 for this crank handle.
Okay.
Looks like the gendarmerie's car.
Can I steal it?
I don't need to add auto theft to my list of misdemeanors.
Got some chickens, but they're not anything.
I beg your pardon?
Bonjour. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Professor Hayes. I was told I could find him here.
That is correct. Professor Hayes is a guest in the cell behind me.
Could I speak to him quickly?
I am afraid that's impossible, sir. While investigations are ongoing, Professor Hayes is not allowed contact with anyone. That was a direct order.
But it's really very urgent.
I'm sorry, monsieur. The situation would be very different on payment of bail, of course.
Bail?
Naturellement. The judge has set bail, upon payment of which Monsieur Hayes can be released.
How much is the bail?
200 francs.
I see. That's 200 francs more than I have.
I assume you have the funds.
Don't worry. I'll raise the capital somehow.
You may bring the money to us anytime.
We could sell his car.
That handsome vehicle outside.
Ah, the pride of the gendarmerie. 35 horsepower, 3 gears, and 0 to 60 in 45 seconds.
You certainly seem to like it. That's everything for now.
I wish you a pleasant day, monsieur.
Yeah, so my wife's just messaged. What do we have? We have a stamp.
That must be the official stamp of the gendarmerie.
We need to steal that.
The gendarme will not be too pleased if I steal stuff from his desk. More importantly, I might end up in there with Hayes. I need to distract him first.
The car.
A particularly uninteresting desk. Professor Hayes is in this cell.
Right, so we need to do something with the car. Oh,
Hey.
who's this?
Young man,
What? Who?
over here, from the cell window.
Hayes? Professor Hayes?
Shh, we have to be quiet. What do you want from me?
My name is Paddock. Fenton Paddock.
Not so loud.
Somebody in your shop told me I could find you here.
The friendly Monsieur Lacoste, no doubt. In these somewhat embarrassing circumstances, I think we can save ourselves any formalities. So tell me, what brings you here?
I need your help. Do you remember your Tibet expedition about 14 years ago?
Are you joking? How could I forget? It all began with that expedition. Call it fate or maybe destiny, but I don't believe it was chance that brought me there.
Then the name Yen Wang means something to you.
Of course. But why on earth are you interested in this expedition?
Yen Wang was an old friend of mine. He died a couple of days ago, and I used his maps from that time to try and find an expedition that's disappeared in Tibet. We reached the Kembalung Valley, but found a Nazi squad occupying the monastery there.
Stop! Are you trying to tell me that you have found the actual Kembalung Valley?
Well, I mean, technically the Nazis found it first. I just followed them. But they'd killed all the monks.
And what about you? Did you enter the monastery itself?
While I was searching for my friend, the leader of the expedition, I found a secret chamber. There were these symbols all over the walls. The same as the ones Yen Wang drew. He translated them using your notes.
Yes. When we were preparing for the expedition, I found a previously unknown script in a library in Nepal. I don't suppose you deciphered the symbols in the chamber?
Well, in a way. Yen Wang's niece actually did the translation bit. But you know, I got her there in the first place. It was all nonsense, though. Sleeping dragons and gates and fairies. But then there was something about a key. You can find it by viewing the Keeper's map through the eye of the dragon. I know it sounds crazy, but my friend disappeared in that chamber. I need to find him. Yen Wang wrote that you found the remains of a map and a gemstone during your expedition.
Perhaps, my friend, we should all be more open to belief in such stories. After all, Schliemann's belief in Homer's stories led him to find Troy. This is probably the greatest news of my entire life. We need to get out of here. I have the Eye of the Dragon. If your translation is correct, then I now know what to do with it. I will finally find Shambhala. After all this time.
Shambhala? The Nazi leader talked about Shambhala. What is a Shambhala?
The Buddhists call it Shambhala, but it's much, much older than Buddhism, or any other religion on this earth. The Nazis want to find it as well. How ironic. For years, no one believed me, refused to fund a second expedition. I lost my reputation and my job. But I knew I was in the right. And now, the Nazis of all people are drawing the same conclusions as I did. Even if only a fraction of what I found out about this place is true, it would be a major catastrophe if the Nazis were to find Shambhala. Do they know about me and the Eye of the Dragon?
Already on their way.
My, you do bring a sense of adventure with you, don't you? Get me out of here, and I'll tell you everything that I know. Not a second has passed over the last 14 years when I didn't think about finding Shambhala. Oh, my heart. All this excitement is too much for me.
Are you ill?
Not ill, but not young either. Could you do me a favor? There is a small case in my shop with an ornament on the lid. My heart drops are in there. Please get it from the cost.
What about the dragon eye thing? Isn't that more important?
Forgive me, young man. We only met 5 minutes ago. I'm not willing to part with the eye quite yet, but don't worry. Lacoste will never find it. Bring me the case as soon as possible. Then we'll worry about the eye.
Don't forget the Nazis. I'll do my best, but I need to find 200 francs for your bail as well.
Yes, of course. Here, take this ring. It's not worth much, but
there was a jeweler shop, wasn't there?
Francs, it might be a start.
Thanks, Professor. See you soon.
Let's go to the jeweler shop. How did we get there? Hey, First Age. How are you doing? To the bazaar. Right, there was definitely a jeweler somewhere. Wasn't there? Potter, cloth. What, was he the jeweler? He was the jeweler. Right, the ring.
Stop! Don't speak. Let me guess. You are from England, are you not?
Good guess. Or is it that obvious?
Between you and me, I
How's things going with you?
How can Jamil help you?
Well...
Stop. I've worked it out. You're looking for a fine necklace for your wife. No. A young daredevil like you is not yet tied down.
Yeah, you. How's First Age today?
Well...
Either way, your beloved will look like an oriental princess wearing jewelry from Jamil. And I will give you the best prices in town. Buy at Jamil's and you won't regret it. So, what can I do for you, Sidi?
Not too bad. A bit sleepless. Hopefully that gets fixed. You're in Canada, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Listen, Jamil. How much would you give me for this ring?
Let me have a look. It's clearly made of gold, and the stone seems to be real as well. But I can see some wear and tear, and the overall design is not of a particularly high quality.
Don't play a player, Jamil. Stop trying to lower the price.
Look, Englishman, I like you, and I wish to be honest with you.
3 francs.
You won't get any more than 3 francs for a ring of this standard. When I subtract the rent I pay for my shop and the upkeep of my 7 children, I can offer 2 francs at the most. And even this will, how do you say, break the bank.
Jamil, I can see not 1 foot from my face that you're selling silver rings for 15 francs.
Ah, a wise heart is like a rich treasure. Okay, 5 francs, final offer. Because I like you and we are celebrating our jubilee soon, I can also give you a free coupon. If you need a necklace repaired or want some jewelry polished to a shine, Jamil will do that for you for free. Take it or leave it.
I hate haggling. God knows why I'm a smuggler.
Okay, fine. Give me the 5 francs.
Frugality lasts forever. And don't forget your coupon, Sidi.
You have lovely jewelry.
Thank you, Sidi. Jamil learned the trait from his father and uses selected materials only.
I bet.
Jamil also accepts jewelry as payment, for a reasonable price, of course. He will repair, restore, and clean your jewelry. Your wish is Jamil's command.
I appreciate your business philosophy. How's business?
Marrakesh is the pearl of the Moroccan imperial cities. And now,
I wonder what if we'll have to come back and get that cleaned up or polished or something.
Berber rebellion?
I am not an information center, Sidi. I'm a jeweler.
I see. Unfortunately, I have no money. I'm going to have another walk around town.
See you soon, Sidi.
Make jewelry? Buy just now understand.
Can we talk to the stick charmer?
Good day. May I interrupt you briefly?
A tourist. Assalamu alaikum. Can I interest you in a demonstration of my art?
No.
I don't technically have time. But why not?
Watch very closely.
He's gonna want coinage.
Nice job. I'm impressed.
Thanks, Sidi.
That was lovely.
Thanks, my friend.
Wonder what the smoke is
Not everyone here appreciates
for.
it.
What do you mean?
Recently, I was driven out of the bazaar. I'm not allowed to play there anymore. The merchants accused me of scaring away the customers. This flute is something very special. It has belonged to my family for more than 100 years and can produce magical tones. My forefathers were nomads and played music for their camel herds with this flute.
Come again? For their camel herds?
Exactly. Camels are very sensitive creatures, you know. They always serve their masters faithfully. Nomads need camels in order to survive the desert. Thus, there is a unique bond between an animal and his owner, which can best be expressed through music. Camels can feel the warmth and gratitude emanating from the sounds of the flute, completely different to the ignorant and soulless traders here in town. These peasants do not know good music, unlike you, my friend.
And the camels, of course.
About the flute.
I'm loving the story you told me about this flute.
No wonder, Sidi. The flute is something very special.
Is it really true that the sound of a flute has a special effect on camels?
Allah is my witness.
Flute
Can I convince
for
you to give me
camels.
a demonstration?
No offense, Sidi, but in order to find a camel, we will need to leave the town, and my legs aren't what they used to be. If the whole thing really interests you, you can borrow the flute and try it out yourself.
Ah, grand.
Not so fast, Sidi. There's an old saying that goes, "Give and you shall receive." If I lend you my flute, I'll have to take a break. And when I have a break, I get thirsty.
Understood.
Okay, so we need to get a drink for him.
I always wanted to learn how to teach snakes these tricks. I mean, how long on average does it take to teach a cobra to move to the rhythm of the music?
I shall be honest with you, stranger. Like most snakes, my cobra is completely deaf. It does not even hear the music. It just follows the movements of my hands. But the music creates the right atmosphere amongst the spectators.
My thirst for knowledge is quenched. You'll lend me your flute if I get you something to drink.
Yes. Okay.
I'll be off then.
Salam, stranger.
Okay. Anything else here? No. Is there anything else in the shop, do you think? To the rear of the shop.
That must be the case with the heart drops. I can't just take it. Everything's been confiscated. I should talk to Lacoste and explain the situation. I'm sure he'll be reasonable.
No, he's gonna want
an
me to do
officer of the
something.
law.
Monsieur Lacoste?
Oh, it's you again. Have you found Monsieur Hayes?
Yes. And I'm afraid I need your help.
Pardon?
Professor Hayes asked me to bring him his heart drops. He's not very well, you know. The arrest, the prison... Too much upset for an old man. In any case, the drops are in a small case and I...
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Before you go on, I have to stress once more that I cannot possibly hand over any piece from this shop before I have catalogued everything in it.
Listen, this man has heart problems. He needs his medication. You can't call red tape on me. Believe me, I've had my fill of red tape in the last few days.
You misunderstand me, monsieur. All of Monsieur Hayes' property has been confiscated. However, I can give you an application form. In certain cases of hardship, personal possessions of particular importance may not be seized.
Now you see, I would think that vital medication would be one of those items of particular importance.
I am not disagreeing with you, monsieur. However, I still need official permission. Present your case to the authorities and get this application form stamped.
Ah, bureaucracy. The only thing more dangerous than the Nazis.
We know where there's a stamp. There's a stamp at the police station.
You'll see me again.
Au revoir, monsieur.
So we still need to do something about it's probably the car. We need to get a distraction there for the police officer.
Nothing I want to buy, and no salesman lurking around either. Typical Moroccan clothing.
Assalamu alaikum, my friend. Come and have a look at my local produce. You won't find anything better this side of the Atlas Mountains.
What do you have to offer?
I can give you perfectly tailored jalabas. I have almost every size and color in stock.
Jelly... You have what now?
They are the Berbers' traditional costumes that you see here before you, my friend. The jalabas are worn throughout North Africa.
Good to know. What does a jalaba like this cost?
We can discuss prices later, my friend. First, take a good look at the stock. Have a good feel of the structure of the fabric. Try something on if you want. Only then will you realize the exceptional quality of
2 minutes until adverts.
That's all for now. Perhaps I'll come around again later.
Salam.
What's this one?
A thimble rigger. You have to follow the cups and guess which one holds the ball.
Hmm.
Come closer. Wanna play a game? Just 25 francs to play.
I'm afraid I haven't got the required startup capital. Can I open with a lower bet?
The opening bet is 25 francs. Sorry, but those are the rules.
I haven't got that much on me.
But hey, never say never. Come back when you've rustled up enough cash.
Might get me closer to my 200 francs, but I need some funds to gamble with.
Where do we get that from?
All kinds of exotic fruits and vegetables.
Greetings, stranger. I have the freshest and juiciest fruits from far and wide.
Thanks, I can see that. Can you recommend something special?
I just got these juicy figs a short time ago, and the dates are also very fresh.
Oh, no thanks. They're not really my thing. How much do these oranges cost, for example?
10 francs per pound.
Well, that's a bit much. What about the pineapples there?
8 francs each.
My word, that's more than back home. How long do I have to stand here and bargain till I get these goods at the non-foreigner price?
I can't go any lower, I'm afraid. These fruits, they don't grow locally and are transported here by caravan. It's a long journey from here to the coast. This drives the prices up, as you can imagine. If you're short of money, come back this evening. I sell the old fruits at half price before I close my shop.
Wasn't planning on being here that long.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing to give away.
Oh well, who has?
Right, I need a bio break, get some coffee. And I will be back in a few minutes. Okay, back again. What can I get for 5 francs?
What can I buy for 5 francs?
5 francs will not go far these days. How about half a melon? It's from yesterday, but I can give you a good price. Or do you want some peppers? They're not the freshest either.
What could we take?
I'll take the half melon.
Here you go.
What would the peppers be better for?
Thanks, but I think I'll give it a miss.
Salam. Drop by again.
No, let's ask for the peppers then.
Hello, it's me again. Can I swap the half melon for something else? I've just realized, that I don't like melons at all.
No, I can't do that. Especially when it's just a half one. And you've touched it as well. Please understand, I don't know where your hands have been.
If you knew, you probably wouldn't want it back anyway. Thanks, but I think I'll give it a miss.
Salam. Drop by.
Okay, we've got the melon.
Take that, melon. I won't be choking on any more seeds. I've hollowed out the pulp.
Right, so why? Why would we hollow out the pulp? We've got dye vats, barrel of clean water.
There's clean water in there. I'd better get permission first. Excuse me, may I have a drop of this water?
You must know that clean water is worth its weight